What's up? It's the Bushwick nerd. You already know me. I'm that guy. I'm that guy who stopped putting out videos since November, December, and now it's March. So I'm fucked up. I'm sorry, and I apologize. I stream now on Twitch. It is obviously twitch.tv/bushwicknerd, and I stream Monster Hunter, Dragon Ball Fighters, any game that seems interesting to me, mostly every weekday. I try to go around after 5 o'clock until like 11 p.m. more or less. Stream schedule I'll figure out some of the time. But that's roughly what I'm going for. And on Sundays, which is what this video is going to be about, I've started something called Shonen Sundays, where I catch up on the current episodes of Shonens that I'm watching on Sunday while I have my sandwich, my coffee, and sometimes a sugary sweet to keep me entertained as I watch and review and discuss this. Right? So on Twitch, you can watch my live reactions and my actual discussions, while here on YouTube, I'll put it out afterwards as a video. My review of the episodes of those shows. So today, what we're talking about is going to be One Piece, episode 828, and the penultimate episode of Dragon Ball Super 130. This is my sandwich. Put this right here. Sorry for the noise. When I say luckily, it's because I got this. You know how fucking hard it is. First of all, sugar wafers are underrated. Because they're kind of bland. That's why nobody likes them. But you know how hard it is to find strawberry sugar wafers? Like, this shit is not easy to fucking come by. So I saw this in the store and I had to grab it. So I usually get strawberry sugar wafer. Oh, I usually get my sandwich and my cup of coffee. And what I like to do is I like to watch One Piece and Dragon. Right now, as of currently right now, I like to watch One Piece and Dragon Ball back to back. And then I usually write a giant block of text to my friend reviewing each episode. And I was like, well, why not just do that with everybody? Why not have you guys watch me do that? Watch me watch the shows and then have me, and then you can see the actual reaction that I have while watching. Goku versus Jiren. It should have ended last episode. I hope it ends this episode because I want one last episode wrapping things up neatly, story-wise. And, giving my man Vegeta some credit and so on and so forth. It's been okay. The universe, like I mentioned on Facebook to my friends, that in both Z and I'm also currently watching Kai. In Z and in Super, the best arc is the Trunks arc, and in Super with the Goku Black thing, it's fucking amazing. And I'm watching the Goku Black saga right now in English, so don't ruin that for me either. So you can tell it's a long episode because they cut to the mid-card transition super early, like, I want to say like 8 minutes in. Get up! Get up, Goku! Get up! Oh yeah, they're starting to wrap this shit up, show-wise, by doing like little, oh, he loves all of our friends. Man, this is what I wanted from Kai. Like this beautiful animation they have going on now, and like the old show. Oh, you don't show the Majin Buu saga? Wow, you just goes from Android. Not even the Cell, you went from Android. You stopped at Android altogether. Uh-oh, Goku's angry. Last time I seen Goku angry, he killed Frieza. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Oh, wait, what's going on? Oh shit, there's a fucking backfire to the goddamn Ultra Instinct? He looked like he fucking died. That looked like a bunch of blood just came fucking out of him. It's alright, I predicted this. Well, if they count Goku as losing. Wait, what the? Oh, Frieza, obviously. Yes. 17? How the fuck isn't he still sacrificed? Oh my god, you're pulling everything out your ass. The episode's over now. Let me get into my proper shit talking face. What did I think about episode 130 of Dragon Ball Super? Bullshit. What the fuck was that about? The fight between Goku, look, the last fight between Goku and Jiren, episode 129, should have ended the fight altogether. It should have been done. This time, okay, I understand. It made a little bit more sense that them dragging it out, making it look really cool, and ultimately Goku beating Jiren, and all Goku had to do was just knock him off because Jiren gave up essentially because Goku proved that he was right. You need your friends, and also I feel like Jiren should have automatically been knocked out by the gods for threatening the lives of people who aren't fighting in the tournament. I'm pretty sure, oh, well, I have to go back and check if that gets the rules or not, but it's just a fucked up thing. Although he was just trying to show Goku that, like, this is what I lost. I lost this, and now you can see how all of this can easily be erased. Anyways, fast forward, Goku beats Jiren. And I was like, oh, okay, he beats Jiren. That's cool. Then the best part of this episode comes out to be where Goku, the Ultra Instinct, has a catch. And it takes a huge toll on his body. He looked like he was gonna die. Because you see all the blood come out. He just bent over. The form gets knocked off. And he's dying. You're like, holy shit. And it does, although it's fresh in my mind, it does remind me of when he took the heart medication. Or when he was suffering from the heart disease back in the Android saga. Where it's just like crippling. And there's nothing you can do about it. So then comes Jiren. Jiren blasts him. I'm like, all right, this is what I predicted. Jiren would win, but he respects Goku and says, obviously, in my head, I lost, but I'm taking this win. But then, this is what I'm saying is bullshit. We all knew Frieza was still in the tournament. We knew something bullshit was. We knew some form of like, oh, Frieza's gonna come in last second and save the universe or whatever. Fine. Right? Because they showed Frieza. I'm like, oh yeah, obviously, yeah, Frieza's in it, and he saves Goku from being killed. Then you show 17. You made a big fucking deal about 17 being dead after the self-destruction he just did. And 17's the man. I love 17, but he killed himself. That was part of the rules. That's, well, not part of it, but that was what everyone, including the gods themselves, fucking acknowledged, that 17 was dead. Although we never see it on the power pad. We never see it on the iPad that the name was deleted. I believe so. But come on, really? You're gonna bring 17 back, and then you end the episode with Goku in the corner, fucking like clutching his chest, and then now it's Frieza versus 17. You're gonna end episode 130 like that, leading up to 131, which is the last episode of this fucking series. This is why I get mad at this fucking show. So right now, Dragon Ball Super as is this episode, it was gonna get a 9. Because it was ending the fight. It was going to get a 9-10. But then you give me this finish? This should give me a 6. You lost 3 whole points, my dude. There's no fucking way this was such a respectable fucking penultimate episode. This is the second to last fucking episode. Are you fucking kidding me? Let me just try to put on One Piece. Because One Piece makes me happy. One Piece is fun. It's funny. And it's lively. It's a very upbeat kind of show. I'm not going to tell you everything that's coming up to One Piece because that's an entire 50 hour-long video that I don't even have the time, the stress, all that shit to go through with it. So I also love the fact that Luffy refuses to take off his straw hat and he put on the fedora on top of the straw hat. That thing is hilarious. I like Caesar. He was an annoying villain, but as like a side funny character, he works really well. And now cuts to more of Big Mom's children coming for the wedding, arriving. They showed her 2 oldest sons, and they were really cool looking. But now these look like regular dudes who are just gonna get lost in the shuffle. This arc is gonna be fucking long. Like, this is the last part of this arc. Like, they're about to start the last part of this arc, where it's just the wedding and the fight and getting out of there, and it's already like this arc is already like 60 episodes in. I love that both the Dragon Ball and One Piece are having just like time limits at the end of their shows, just so you get an idea of like the pace of what's going on back and forth. This was episode 828 of One Piece, and I gotta tell you, it was a lot more enjoyable to watch than just sitting what I just had to sit through with Dragon Ball Super. It was fun. It was really funny to watch Caesar's whole thing of like, I'm not Caesar. I have a different haircut, and my name is Gastino. I'm not the same person. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know Caesar. And then being like, no, stop being a fucking bitch. You are Caesar. Like, you don't lie to us. We can literally tell that you're Caesar. All these funny moments, especially with Beiji's, like with his son, which I think is hilarious. I think Beiji's son is like one of the funniest ideas. It's like, hey, this is an Italian mobster guy who smokes cigars, you know, everything you think about it. And then his baby is like a baby version of him. But he does, and it has a cigar in his mouth, but it's not a cigar. It's just a pacifier with a cigar end at the end of it. And it has like a 5 o'clock shadow here too, so it's like really, really stupid. Um, so we find out that their plan to kill, they're gonna join forces. They have admitted to doing so, and that their plan to kill Big Mom is that apparently she, at the tea, they're gonna do it at the tea party. I would have assumed they did it at the wedding to make it a big commotion, and I can imagine the visuals for it. But whatever, tea party's fine too. I'm also gonna, before I even continue that, I think that they're gonna try this time, and then they're gonna fail, and then they'll figure out another moment of hers, and they'll do it at the wedding. But you know, that's what it is. So apparently in the tea parties that she has a picture of some woman named Mother Caramel, like right across from her, right? And she, you know, because that person is apparently indebted to her. I'm betting that's her actual mom, but you know, One Piece tends to like have like, oh, she's not my mom, but she's kind of like my mom type of thing. Like Nami and her mother. It's not like her actual mom. It's somebody who adopted her, I believe. Some servant accidentally knocked it over once, and she threw a fit that lasted 5 seconds and released her Emperor's Haki to everybody. And in those 5 seconds, she like bent down with her face down, really upset, and she scraped her knee and she started bleeding, which shows a weakness in her hard-ass skin. So they're gonna do that again, and then shoot her with the gas rocket injection launcher. Gas rocket launchers that have a syringe at the end of it. Caesar is insane for even coming up with this shit. They're gonna do that, but Beiji thinks that the good idea is to have Luffy's bait. Although this works well, because not only was the episode really funny, but on top of that, you revealed more of who Big Mom is, and she does have a weakness. She's not this all-powerful Emperor of the Sea, because all the Emperors have a weakness, because they're all still kind of human. So I think it's great that they showed that, and I also think it's true to Luffy's character that he'd be like, yeah, I'm down with like whatever crazy fucking plan you have, but we have to save Sanji's family. Like, that's our priority also. So overall, I give this episode of One Piece like an 8. It's an 8 out of 10, because it was funny, it worked well, it showed more of the villain and her backstory, and made her more. I hope when we see her actual backstory, she's a lot more likable and relatable than it was for, what was his name? Don Flamingo. Because I like Don Flamingo's whole look. I would love to cosplay as him. But his whole like backstory of like him being an entitled rich kid and he's just taking out his revenge because he's an entitled rich kid was annoying. It was just it's a reality. Like, that actually happens to people. Like, these rich kids probably went through some shit and they just keep being entitled rich kids, you know, and still want to be entitled rich kids. But I don't know, it's not that relatable because obviously I'm not fucking rich, so I don't give a fuck. But for Big Mom, I hope she has a more relatable backstory. I also don't read manga. Like, I just don't read the manga for these shows because I don't like being spoiled. And that's roughly how I felt about those 2 episodes. I gave Dragon Ball a 6, and I gave One Piece like an 8 overall. These episodes are really fun to watch with you guys. If you want to watch these things with me, go to twitch.tv/BushwickNerd. Subscribe here on YouTube to watch the aftermath. Also, on Fridays, I'm going to start releasing the podcast that I've been having called Overpriced Coffee with my best friend Bianca. And I hope you come watch, listen, enjoy, have fun. And I'll see you next Sunday for the next episode of Shonen Sundays.